Last but not least, the beast. We don't play in the East. Anthony Edwards, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Being shooting guards are awesome. It's just the awesome. It's just the best. It's literally the awesome. But yeah, this your boy, the Hoop Villain. You feel me? Back with another banger. Like the video, sub up if you're new, turn on the post notification, and this is the Pro Am Shooting Guard series right here. So we have three different variations. I've played against all three. This is real. I actually want to do a fourth one for the guys that want to be creative, but this is like the Pro Am shooting guard builds that I think are the best builds. If you're trying to play with me and you make any variation, I'm cool with. These are fun, creative builds at the two. You already know how we get down. We do the two. So first one, right? We're gonna go. The first one is gonna be the 6'8". Some of these cats is tough. I had no idea that being a 6'8" shooting guard, you would go crazy, yo. Like these, bro. If you trying to get no contest, bro, it's not even fair. I made a 6'6" lockdown video on the perfect lock. You feel me? The only downside of the 6'8" is like the ball handling and stuff like that. But if you're just catching and shooting, bro, you see no contest. I've never seen a 6'8". I've never seen a shooting guard, right, that shot every shot. And I'm so serious when I say this. A shooting guard that shot every single shot, and it just said open. Like, at best, and I'm so serious when I say this, at best, weak contest. At best, bro, it's not fair. And you know, most locks are 6'4" and 6'6". I prefer the 6'6". But if you're a 6'4" lock, you do nothing with this build. Like, if you're trying to just be I shoot, bro, it's not even fair. So let's break it down. You already know you go max out the 3-ball. So to save attributes, right? You want this on Hall of Fame. Do the +1. So you can't get the 98. So if you want, this is the strategic way. You know, if you got your +5, but if you do it from where you need a 93, right? If you do it from here, you get way more attributes. So I'm gonna show you two versions of the 6'8", right? So you got your 93. The only reason you might go higher is because you want like the dead eye and everything else. But remember, we're still going to maximize this build to its best ability. Because you don't get 50 shooter on Legend, right? You only get it on Hall of Fame. You're stopping here. But in the sense of your speed, though, you're still bringing it up. Most shooting guards, they go with like the 92, 88, and that's cool and all, but it's like we ain't got time for that. Just being honest, we don't got time for that. And I'm gonna show you, like I said, the different variations. Keep this here, keeping this simple. If you want to be a facilitator, that's on you. You want to be able to shoot, perfect. Like this video, we gonna break it down. You already know how I feel about 65, 45. So also we playing defense because you're at the 2. So you already know the stand. You already know the standard. The only problem is here. It stops you short. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to stop at 80, if you want to save some points at 79, it's totally up to you. I like hitting the thresholds. That's just me. I personally like hitting the thresholds. So because you don't get the full on, like at 6'8", they stop you. You're limited. Like for example, 79, 75, if you want to do 77. It's like there's no actual difference. You can do the 86 if you want the ankle assassin at 75. That's totally fine. You get what I'm saying? The good thing about 6'8" though, because you don't get the steal, you don't want to get cooked, guess what you can do? You see what I'm saying? And if you want, you bump the agility up. Like I said, we're gonna show you variations. Bump that to here. See? Now you're working with some. Now you're working with some. You get what I'm saying? If you feel like you're gonna get cooked, you got room. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You got room. You got the room. You feel me? So, you wanna keep it here. Get your block. You already know the vibes. Oh yeah, we brought this down. There we go. Get your block, and then oh, here we go. I was like something's tripping. There we go. So push this down for the 86. If you want to be able to have the 86, you can do that. I'm not a fan of the 6'8" at 86. The reason being because when you have an 86, you would want to dribble more. This build's not for dribbling. This build is for catch and shoot, 1 dribble, 2 dribble pull up, 1 dribble, 2 dribble fade. So I like this right here. You got the handles for days, you feel me? So this is the variation that we're gonna go with. Because the 96 is where you need for everything else, your +5 is gonna go here, so you get more attributes. Now from this, right? Now you can operate. Now you can break down what you want to do. You feel me? Because guess what? Look how many more. That's why I like the 6'8". The 6'8" gets so much more attributes. So much more attributes. So let's say right now you want to be that defender, right? Because you don't got steal. You want to be that defender. You got the challenger. You smooth. You want to be that defender? Okay, cool. Put this up right here. When you put your agility up, right? Now you can actually play defense. You're not worried about steal, but you can play defense. You're not a liability. Is this OD? Yeah, but remember, you can't get the steal how you want. You get what I'm saying? If you want to be even quicker, you're fast, you're quick. You can dex all damn day. You can dex. +1 this, you smooth. You're not trying to get bullied? Okay, cool. Put your strength up. You put your strength up, you smooth. So now you're fast, you're strong. Like, you have options. You have options. Let's say you want to keep it basic. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep it basic. Because 92, you're all gold, you smooth. You know what I'm saying? You got immovable. You don't really need strong hand. Let's say you just do the basic. Okay, cool. You trying to punch. Guess what? You can punch. You can punch. You want to do the Booker. You can punch. You can get to the rack. Like, it's so smooth. So smooth. Like, you could do the little things you need to do. I would personally put this at 55 or 56 because you need the +1. But it's like, if you want to dunk the ball, you got the Devin Booker. You can do Anthony Edwards. You get what I'm saying? So now if you really, like, you have options. You get your +5 here, so you get all these on Hall of Fame. You +1 is set shot specialist. Your 6'8" is smooth. From right here, you add your +5 here. You can dunk the ball. You can lay up the ball. You can dribble enough to get your shot off. You can defend. You can block. Now, whatever you want to do after this, it's on you. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do after this, I'm cool with. If you want to bring this down because you're not trying to be the lockdown a year and you want to add things to other places, it's like at 6'8", The reason I like 6'8" is because 6'8" keeps you fundamentally sound. What is your job? Your job is to catch and shoot, bro. If they jump out at you, one dribble, pull up. Your midi goes crazy. You're gonna go crazy with the midi. Your midi goes crazy. Put this ugly thing down right here. Like, your midi goes crazy. I'm serious. If you really want to dunk, you can dunk the ball. You can move things around. You get what I'm saying? If you don't really care about the challenger, but you care about the on ball, you can move things around. You get what I'm saying? You bring this down, or you can add your +4. So you got a +5, you got a +4. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can do things. That's why I like the 6'8". You're not limited. You have structure. You could do things. So for me personally, if you want to go with the 6'8", right? You really want to go with the 6'8", because like I said, I like to play fundamentally sound. I think the best players play fundamentally sound. You get what I'm saying? So put your strength up, because you're going to be playing some defense. You got your strong handle. So in a perfect world, I wouldn't go 78. We're not guarding here. Put this right here. If you want to go higher. So from here, after this, do whatever you want. And I'm so serious. After this, do whatever you want. Vertical high, you don't need the vertical that high. But if you want posterizer, you're smooth. If you don't like the pass, because remember, you are at the 2, okay, cool, put it up. You don't need nothing. You don't need, again, I say need. Can you for this right here, can you get blocks? Yes. So now you smooth. You got your block, you got your steal, you got your perimeter, you got your ball handling. You get what I'm saying? You can shoot the ball, +5 here. You can dunk the ball, layup. You do everything you need to do. You get what I'm saying? That's the best part about the 6'8". The worst part about the 6'8" is because you're so structured, you are limited. You get what I'm saying? The 6'8" just does its job. I can shoot. The only issue I would say is the 3-ball, and that's just me personally. The 3-ball is low. If you know your jump shot, you get no contest. So that's the pros and the cons. Cons are the 3-ball is low. You're going to have all the shooting badges you need on Hall of Fame. You +1 this to legend. So you're going to have legend set shot specialist, which is as a shooter you need. And then everything else is on Hall of Fame, and you smooth. So those are the pros and the cons of the 6'8". Then you have the 6'6". The best part about the 6'6", right? Bro, you gonna get legend everything outside of Limitless. Why? You have the 94. You put that 94 up, right? You drop this down to 85. Because now we're going back to normal. You drop that down to 85. We don't need no offensive rebound. You're not here to do no type of offensive rebound. That's just what it is, right? So let's say you want a higher 3-ball. You can do that. We go back to the standard. Go back to the 65, right? Go down to the 50. You're going to do plus because you want the 92. You want the 88, 92. Go back to the standard. You already know my vibes. You already know my body. There you go. You +4 or +5 this, because that's all you need. Cool. You don't need the post control. 81. Smooth. You don't need the strength. You keep it at 73 so you get strong handle, right? So now look, bring this bad boy up here. Now you're on the perimeter. You got your 85, standardized for the shooting guard when you're guarding hash. You're smooth on guarding hash. You feel me? You're in the same situation. You +5 this. Why? Because now when you +5 this, you got all legend shooting badges for the 93 3 ball. Like, what more do you need? So what can you do? You can dunk the ball. Like, what more do you need? If you don't like how that looks, drop this down to, you already know offensive rebound goes crazy. So if you want to put the offensive rebound up, you know it's gonna go up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't need nothing else. The only thing I would say is, depending on how many cap breakers you have, get this to 92. Why? Because then you get slippery off ball. That's it. Just get this to 92. So now what can you do? You're a way better shooter, right? The defense adjusts. Your perimeter's lower, but your steal's higher. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're just a standardized 2 guard. It's standard. You're the standardized 2 guard. You're the standardized 2 guard. Smooth. Everything's smooth. You got your layups. All you need is 75. You have your 65 is the standardized dunk that you need. I think. Oh no, because of speed. Okay. Yeah. So you're smooth. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. Like, you're smooth. If you can't score with a build like this, that's on you. I have nothing else to tell you. You can't score with a build like this. That's on you. Because again, as the 2 guard, what is your job to do? Shoot. Now you can shoot. The 6'6". I like it. Smooth. Does its job. Simple. This is the format. Take something like this. We're gonna go down to the 6'4" now. This is where we get. That's where we get creative. Why? Why? Because, bro, you smaller with more attributes. You're smaller with way more attributes. So this is where we can get creative. Keep everything the same. You see, now you can get the 99 3 ball. Right? Drop this bad boy up here. Right? We're gonna push this down. Why? Because at 6'4", guess what you can do now? Guess what you can do now? You can be faster. 6'4", you can get a little freaky with it. Ooh. You can get a little more freaky with it. You can be faster. Nothing switch, nothing change. You can be faster. And now, if you truly want to, right? Putting this bad boy down to get that 85. If you want to, you can dribble. You're 6'4". You're 6'4", you can dribble. If you really want to, you can dribble now. Keep this here. That goes up. Now you can dribble. The same thing I was saying with the speed. Put the speed up. You already know the vibes. This is gonna be +4. If you want to keep it here, +5. You want to keep this last one here. You want to put steal up a little bit if you want. But this is your foundation right here. This is your foundation. I don't know why that was so far up. But yeah, this is your foundation. You're faster. Pros, you're faster. You're faster, you're faster, you're faster. Like, at the end of the day, that's the pros. You're faster. You get me? You still need, like I said, the 92 for here. Put this ugly bad boy down. Keep this here. Everything goes up. Like, now you smooth, bro. What more do you need now? Now you can dribble. If you +2, you can Steve Francis. Bro, you can hoop. You can hoop, bro. You can hoop. You want more bang for your buck? You already know. Put it here. If not, you already know where to go. You put it here. Like, bro, you can hoop. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. The same foundation is here. You add your +4 here to get your 92 because this slippery off ball for the Dexing goes crazy. You can play defense. You can dribble now. Like, you smooth. And you're going to get the, as a 2 guard, you're going to get the 99-3. You still get the same legend badges. If you like, I think Austin Reed's layup package is smooth. +1 here, but +5, +4. Anything else is on you. Anything else is on you. What are we talking about here? And if you can't get a bucket with this, then you shouldn't be playing 2 guard. That's how I feel. If you can't get a bucket with this, you shouldn't be playing 2 guard. And then this is the honorable mention, the creative. Go to the 6'2". Bro, why would I want to be a 6'2" shooting guard? Because you get to shoot your ass off, bro. And the lock's not guarding you. Like, on the 6'2", right? This is the difference with the 6'2" at the 2. And I've seen some people play with this, and I was shocked. You don't have to worry about the lock guarding you, bro. You don't have to worry about the lock guarding you at all. Like, 6'2", go crazy. You don't have to worry about the lock guarding you. Put this bad boy down, because remember, we don't care about none of this. It's the reality of the strength, but like I said, we don't care about none of this, bro. we really don't. And I didn't know it was a real thing until I watch players like go crazy on it. What this look like to you? Tell me what this look like to you. You basically the 2. I mean, basically the 1 at the 2. Literally, you're the 1 at the 2. What else do you need, bro? We have the same foundation. +4. Guess what now would you get the plus? Right here. You get this at 94. No one's checking you. And remember, this is like the pros and cons now. At a 6'2" shooting guard, you're going against players who have 85 perimeter. For example, let's say if the lockdown had 85 perimeter, 85 steal. If the lockdown, I don't care if you was 6'2", 6'4", or 6'6", if that lockdown had 85, he can't guard you at all. I've been there. I've switched on 6'4" that have only 91. I've switched on 6'4" that have 86. And what I'm gonna say is, this 85 perimeter is decent, but if I had to guard someone with a 95, 91 the entire game, I'm not gonna win. That's just reality. I told you, I'm biased to what's real in this game. I'm not playing around. There's nothing you could do with just this foundation. If you want to be even more toxic, bring this down, bro. Because you're already 6'2", you're not getting no contest anyways, bro. You're not getting no contest. As you can see, everything down as much as you can. You have wiggle room. You have a lot of wiggle room. Like, look at this. If you, like I say, you just do the 40. You have wiggle room, bro. If your cutbackers are kind of low, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Only need 2 more. You only need 2 more. So now, a smooth +5, +2. If you don't have 6 cap breakers, or you don't have 7, because yeah, 5 and 2. If you don't have 7, I don't know what to tell you. But like, bro, you smooth. You're literally smooth at this point. You want to push it to the 70? Okay, cool. You're smooth. What? You don't need nothing else. Like I said, this is the format. And this is an honorable mention. But like the 6'2", the 6'2" is scary. It's scary. You're already a defensive liability at the 2 for being short, but you're guarding other 2. So it's like, if you don't care about that and you want to be a walk-in bucket, bro, bring this down right here. If you don't care about that, keep it here. Why? Because you shouldn't be reaching in the first place. That's how I really feel. You shouldn't be reaching in the first place. You already have. If you don't care about diamond, you put this down. You got wiggle room, bro. You don't got that many cap breakers. Okay, add one more. If not, you want to be quicker, because look at you. Now you quick as shit, bro. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to clamp nobody. You're not there to clamp. You're there to get buckets. Like, this is just the truth. You're not there to clamp. You're there to get buckets. You feel me? You are there to get buckets. Bring this down. You know what I'm saying? You there to get buckets. At the end of the day, that's what you're there for. And if you can't get buckets on a build like this, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I said, this is the format. You know what I mean? You in a good situation. The honorable mention. We'll put this to 70. Just so you can see the build. You get what I'm saying? And I'll show you the thing I was talking about, guys. And we're gonna break it down. Always get the same generic name. So when you go to test build, this is what I was talking about, y'all. For dunk style, right? This is the only dunk you need right here. This as the 2 guard. This is all you need. This is a full breakdown of the 2. This dunk style is all you need, bro. And you see the vertical don't need to be that high, the dunk don't need to be that high, but that animation right there is what you need. This is all you need. You don't need nothing else. You don't need anything else. This is gonna allow you to take off that 1-2 dribble. You're gonna have these right here. You're smooth. All of these, you don't need none of these. You don't. You really don't. You're talking to a person that dropped 40, 50, 30 points consistently. You don't need any of these. And then at 70, you can catch oops, still have some fun. But yeah, like, this is a breakdown of the shooting guard. If you really want to be a shooting guard, I didn't put every variation in here. There's nothing else you need to know, especially at the Pro M level. You get what I'm saying? If you're trying to have fun with rec, these are the type of shooting guards you need. So like the video, comment what variation that you like, talk to me, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to hoop with your boy, just let me know, man. And if you're trying to really lock in with me, comment I'll be your 2. Just comment I'll be your 2. Y'all know I mainly play the 2, but I'm thinking of playing the 1 as well, because let's be honest, like, you have the most control over your team, and I want to help people grow as well. So it's your boy, and I'm out.